I've filled up all the pages of my pocket notebook, so let's make a new one, and I will show you how. Hey guys, Nick here. For this week's video, I'll be showing you how to create your own pocket notebook like this. Leather cover, hand stitched with red thread and black pages. But you can use whatever materials you have at home. So here are the materials you'll need. Cutting mat, if you don't want to scratch your table. A ruler, doesn't matter if it's long or short. Cutter, awl for poking holes. You can use a needle or pushpin if you don't have one. Glue, I'm using the craft gilding glue because that's what I have here. Paper for the inside pages, I'm using black cardstock because it looks cool. Leather, you can use cardstocks or anything you want to use for the cover. Lastly, thread and needle to bind your pocket notebook together. So there are three main components to make your own pocket notebook: cover, pages, and binding. Let's start with the cover. I'm using a thin leather. This is Kid Napa leather because I have some here at home, and I'll reinforce it with a cardstock to make the cover more sturdy because this material is very soft. So I pour my glue to the cardstock, spread it as evenly as I can. This type of glue becomes sticky after it dries, so I'll set it aside to dry first before attaching it to the leather. While that's drying, let's work on the inside pages. I have 9 200 GSM cardstock here. If you are using a thinner paper, you could use more pages. These papers are pre-cut to the same size, same as the cover's cardstock. If you're using papers with different sizes, cut them first. Now, I'll fold them in half. Use the awl to flatten the spine or fold. Next, I will measure 4 holes for stitching. I'm using a ruler to make sure that my holes will have equal distances. Now I'm using the awl to make the holes bigger so my needle will go through these holes easier later. Now I'll grab the other sheets of paper and poke holes on the exact same position. These pages are now looking good. Let's go back to our glued cardstock. Looks like it has dried and is now sticky. I take it off this white paper and press it down to the back side of the leather. Press, 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 make sure it's completely attached to the leather. Next, I use the ruler and cutter to trim off the excess leather. Time to stitch, which is the third component of this DIY project. I'm using red wax thread because that's what I have here. Thread it to your needle, then stitch, stitch, stitch. Then tie, tie, tie. If you fold the pocket notebook, you'll see that the edge is not straight. Let's cut that with a ruler and a sharp cutter. I do multiple light cuts, so I have a tighter hold on the ruler. All done, looking good. Oh yeah, I want to add a simple embroidery design of a heart and a cross, so let me grab my design template. Use the awl to poke some holes on the cover. Then stitch, stitch, stitch. Tie, tie, tie. Burn, burn, burn the thread to seal the end of my wax thread. And if you have a corner thingy like this one, you can use it. If not, that's fine. And there you have your DIY hand-stitched leather pocket notebook with black pages. Like this video and let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.